fucked up real bad in life. Real bad. I was a mean man. I mean, somewhere I lost my way. If I'd have had a clue on what I was going to have to go through, I'd have made them kill me that day.
He likes going and being with the guys. He just gets so excited about going, but at the same time, it brings up the old memories. So he's pretty hard to live with before and after. More so after, when he comes back, because all these memories are back, and it's like he's living it all over again.
When we were younger, it was like people don't make fun of you in school because you like got a black dad and a white mom. And when my mom would come to school, they'd look at me like, "Are you adopted?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not adopted." And like, "Oh, who is she? Who's that white lady?" Actually, that's my mom. And then they're like, "Oh, okay."
He was like, I guess we knew he was in jail.
Yeah,
But we didn't know it was like so serious. We didn't talk about it.
I remember one night specifically, I sat outside with my dad, and he was like, "Well, you know, I met your mama in prison, and
Wait,
we used to
kiss." Went out there?
Yeah, it was just me and him, and I don't remember what age or anything. He was just like, we met in prison. He was like, yeah, she used to bring me burritos. We used to kiss through the bars.
All I remember is just, that you guys met in jail. You were the nurse at the county jail, I think. And he was there, and
so I don't remember the exact moment, but I remember hearing about him as the most political person I met here. And I would go to his cell, and he'd say, "No, don't want anything."
I felt a pain in my heart for him. I had to question him so much, but yet sometimes he didn't want to talk about the past. But there were so many questions. How could you survive something like that?
Grandpa's coming.
Would you fix that curtain?
Yes, ma'am.
What's wrong?
I tell people what to do.
Okay.
Now, see, that picture was actually in the living room on the same couch.
I think it was Grandma, maybe Grandpa. They explained it in very simple terms. They said Mommy Kathy got beat up very badly and she died, and people think that Daddy Greg did it, and so he's in jail for that.
Okay, my name's Greg Wilhoit. Now, my nightmare started on May 31st, 1985, when my wife was found murdered as brutally as anybody could imagine. She was strangled, her throat was cut, she'd been beaten up, she'd been raped, the whole 9 yards. And on TV and in the movies, you always see the juries coming in, boo-hoo, dabbing it. Not this bunch. It was the happiest group of people you ever saw. They were high-fiving each other, slapping each other on the back, It was ridiculous. It was obscene. But this is Oklahoma. And the judge says to me, he says, "Mr. Wilhoit, you've been found guilty by a jury of your peers." And I couldn't argue with that. Then he said, "You're sentenced to be executed by lethal injection." All right, I saw that one coming. Then he blindsided me, caught me unawares when he said, "If for some reason we cannot lethally inject you, we'll electrocute you." If the power goes out, we will hang you, and if the rope breaks, well, by God, son, we'll just take you out behind the jail and shoot you.
Fit a few in the van, so we told Albert to stay here. So he's sitting in the chair with his beer in his hand. Remember now? We get the beer and wine and stuff, we come back, we're sitting around, Albert's sitting there and stuff. I say, hey, Albert, we got the beer. He didn't move. Albert, all right, we're back. He still didn't move. So I went, Albert, we're here. And he still didn't move. I said, oh shit, Albert's dead. And we're thinking, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We killed Albert. And then everybody's looking at Albert in front of him, looking, oh my God, what are we going to do? People are trying to feel his pulse and shit. He just opened his eyes real easy and just took a drink out of his beer. You were sleeping really good.
Damn, Ron, you be remembering everything, man.
A few things. I ain't destroyed all my brain cells yet with alcohol.
And once again for the Prison Show on KPFT Houston, 90.1 on your FM dial, 89.5 in Galveston. I am pleased to announce here in the show is the Witness to Innocence, the Texas Freedom Tour. We've got 8 exonerees in town tonight who have all been wrongfully convicted, sent to death row, and then exonerated. And Ron, you are from, let's see, New Mexico.
No, I was on death row in New Mexico. I just happened to be passing through the state and wrong place, wrong time.
You were just cruising down on your motorcycle.
We never stopped in New Mexico. We cruised right through it, and the murder had happened a week before we even got there. A cop had killed this guy, and they literally framed us to cover up for the cop.
Ooh.
We at Witness to Innocence, we're all exonerated people from death row. We've all been on the road. We know what it's like down there.
Right.
Well, we're the people that are true to our word. We told them we ain't going to leave them there. We're going to do something about it, and this is what we're doing. And the way we do this is we go all over, and we try to end the death penalty.
When I went to death row, I wasn't arrested. I was rescued. I would have either died, been killed, shot, or I would have killed somebody because of biker wars, back and forth, people killing each other. I went to 11 funerals in the club, killed by other clubs. Yeah, when I got out, I didn't talk about it. A lot of people they go right to the press and they start talking, the media all over and stuff. I didn't, I hid. I didn't want anything to do with it. I got to get my life on track. I have to work and I have to start my life over alone, without help. I worked 18 hours a day. I didn't want to talk to people. Everybody knows my face, so I hid at work. I didn't ever give a thought to the other guys. I didn't know there was other guys that were innocent on death row.
Do it in the shower. When a lot of times I'll practice my talking or my speech in the shower, or sitting there watching TV with nobody's around. I like to keep it polished as much as I can, speaking type of thing.
No, I don't. I've never given the same speech twice. Never.
Yeah, sure.
Remember the South of King Cotton?
Yeah.
When I was real little, we learned how to do it with 2 hands. You have a sack in your back, you're pulling it. Texas so much remind me of this shit. Before I was 18, I was probably literally been arrested over 25 to 30 times. Then I went off for my last time. Had turned 18. Whatever, couldn't go to juvenile no more. And I had a robbery case that I was totally guilty of, and I was convicted and given a 5 life sentence. And That's when I began to work on myself, but began to change and denounce my past and join the political movement, the prison movement. And then in 1973, November the 27th, our case, I was accused of leading an uprising where people got murdered or killed or whatever. And for the next 9 years, I had to fight for my life. First of all, let me say thank each and every one of you all for being here tonight, this evening. I'm here tonight not because of the system, but in spite of the system. I'm here tonight because of wonderful individuals like yourself took up a cause for young men. And at the time when I was convicted, I went through 4 trials. In my second trial, I was convicted and sentenced to die at San Quentin on December 8th, because they say we was young Panthers, rebellious black men. Some of the evidence that was held against me said he walked in the courtroom with his head up with ethnic pride, with no remorse. Why should I have remorse? I pleaded innocent. I encourage, just like I'm encouraging you all, to stand up against racism, to stand up against social injustice, to stand up against all forms of injustice. And I don't know what all of you all are going to school. Some of you are going to school to be law students. But I just want you to put one more recipe to your resume. Take up a cause. It don't have to be the death penalty, but take up a cause for social justice. And I can assure you, my friends, when you take up that cause for social justice, it's going to make you a better lawyer, a better teacher, and a better doctor. I'm a proud witness, innocent member. My name is not Shujaa Graham. My name is Witness to Innocence. Thank you, Texas. I didn't come here to mess with you. I just come here to bring witness to innocence to you. God bless.
Did I believe in the death penalty? Yes. In some cases, I did. But yes, I did. I fight it now because I have met too many people that were innocent and were on death row and almost died. An innocent person.
And the way we get the word out, and that's the way, is you got to teach people, you got to educate the public to change their mind. You got to change opinion.
We always had hope, but it's there. I got a calendar on the wall. I'm putting X's in the squares. I know when I'm going to die, basically. One time, when the cop confessed, when he walked into the church, I was 9 days from execution.
We as death row survivors are here to add our voice to your movement, to your efforts. Remember, because one day it could be your mother, your father, your son, or your daughter.
When you execute someone, you cannot bring them back.
What's the difference between a murderer and a state that murders?
I am so happy to be here. I'm so honored to be able again to open this meeting and share this time with our family.
Hi, this is my first time here. I'm Sabrina Goya, and I'm the only female that's ever been exonerated in the country.
Now what you do with this, I'm gonna help out a little bit.
I'm Al Terrell. I'm from Center, Texas. I did 13 years on death row for 2 counts of murder I didn't do.
Death row's a spooky place. You hear other people crying at night. There's people killing themselves. You want to kill yourself. Everyone's sure that you're a monster. Everyone's positive that you're a monster and you deserve to die.
Yeah, but when you use the term not guilty, it's different from the term innocent.
But a jury doesn't find you innocent. A jury finds you not guilty or guilty.
We survivors. We're not victims, we survivors.
That's right.
We survivors.
That's it. That's the way to look at it.
And we don't want revenge, we want justice.
The special thing about Witness to Innocence was that just being with someone else that had been through this, it was like a veteran kind of
meeting.
They get to talk to each other. Nobody else in the world belongs to this club like they do. 156 of them.
Now! Abolition! Right fucking now!
One of the best part of the gatherings, okay, is after everything's done and we go up and we pick some room. Usually it's my room. We party. We bring cases of beer and liquor. We bring it into the room and we're not on camera anymore. And we could talk, just exonerees. We get together and talk and everything like that, and we're drinking, have a good time. People are passing out on the floor. They're smoking dope, leaning out the window. We have a good time. Marijuana, you know.
Yeah, he's quiet, dude.
You both got it wrong. One in the hour.
That's the first time I made Albert laugh. But the thing about it, when we first come together, Albert wouldn't say anything. But Albert, now, Shujaa, you've been talking too much. I want to kind of sound. And he do his little Albert thing, right? Go ahead, Al.
Hey, you know what? When I was death row, I never been to penitentiary before.
Never been arrested for
the
the
tickets, no nothing.
And you had to stay 13 years?
13
Before
years.
they realized that you was innocent?
Yeah.
Did you think they were going to kill you?
Oh, they tried 3 different times.
I remember when I got out of that prison, it took me, I could have walked out of the courtroom. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
After 11 years, I said, I got to go back up to my cell. I couldn't believe after 11 years. And I had a feeling I can get from under the death penalty eventually, but I probably have to spend the rest of my life in prison because of the way they was conspiring against me.
Yeah.
And they'd have killed me in that prison. If I'd had any type of clue on how I was going to be treated and abused, I was going to go for it. I was going to make them kill me. You want to take a cigarette break?
Yeah.
All right.
Hit him out.
Okay, Ron. I'm good, thanks.
Are you? You don't need
He made wonderful friends and actually did well for several years, and then he suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, really seriously did, and he just started having problems again.
And then he started on beer, and he came here.
He drank that beer. You like that beer?
But one time he was here, and first thing he'd do was get a beer when he got up in the morning. And I said, Greg, you know, it seems to me that you have, you're never completely sober. And he said, that's exactly the way I want it to be.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they leave prison, they think they're free, they're done. They don't know something horrible followed them off of death row, and that's post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't know what it is. They've heard the term, I don't have that, I'm fine, I don't feel anything. They don't understand all these symptoms that they're having. They don't understand that they're having nightmares, that they're having flashbacks. They don't understand the anxiety attacks. The depression is the worst. Depression is the worst. That's basically what drives people to drugs and the alcohol.
One thing early on, he said, after he was down there, he said, now, I want you all to continue your lives. And don't worry about me. So that carried us.
I'm here today to talk about my best friend, Greg Willow. I've been knowing Greg over 10 years. Every time we got together and witnessed Innocence, we was always happy to see each other. And Greg was full of life. Greg was the greatest speaker in our organization. I often tease Greg after hearing him speak. I said, Greg, you're one of the greatest speakers in our organization. You are the best. And he'll look at me, Shujaa, you're not so bad yourself. Only Greg can respond like that. And last, I would like to say to you all, if by some unfortunate circumstances that you all are feeling sorry for people like me and Greg Wilhart, go. Somewhere I read, the most happiest of peoples don't necessarily have the best of things. They just make the best out of what comes their way. Happiness comes to those who struggle, those who fight, and surely to those who have searched. The most brightest of futures will always be based on a forgiven or a forgotten past. I am with you and you are with me. We are deeply honored that you gave us the opportunity to come here and not to say goodbye, but to say, I'll see you later, Mr. Wilhart.
I'll see you when I get back. I can't appreciate it.
Just hit it again out there, you're gonna be out. That's what we do here, we do battle. Heads up, heads up. We're not white, but we're human beings. We black people's born in America, and we must oppose that and fight that. It's not about Dan Bright, it's not about Shujaa Graham. Know what it's about? It's about the world. When we make America a better place, we're gonna make the world a better place.